My name is Sylvester, and this is Muddy Girl. I am an A1C, and my job as a personnelist, I work for the CSS for the 27 SOMXS, and for fun, I barrel race. So barrel racing is a really fast sport. It's all but 18 seconds if you're lucky. You know, the faster you get in and out of there, the better. It's a timed event. And it's amazing to most people about how much work and preparation we put into those simple 18 seconds of run time. You know, you work all week, you get your horse ready, you practice and practice and practice. You drive up to 5 hours just to get to a rodeo, and then you get in that arena and you literally are in there for 18 seconds. So it's a lot of preparation, but to me it's well worth it. People think I'm really OCD about how I get my horse ready. I always do it the exact same way. I don't really change up a lot. I always start with putting her leg wraps on first, brushing her, making sure she has water. Then I always lunge her out just to get all the kinks out. I don't want to get on my horse if I don't feel like she's ready for me to get on her. Then it's the warm-up time, and then it's mentally practicing in my head, going over my routine, and then it's showtime. So everything is really precisely planned, everything is to the detail, and I feel like the Air Force is a lot like that too. Everything, even a simple mission, takes hours and days and maybe months or years of planning just to do this one event, and I feel like barrel racing can really relate to that. It's all this months and months of practicing, planning, making sure your horse is feeling good, making sure you're feeling good, and then 18 seconds and well, either you win or you don't.
Sylvester, Muddy Girl.
My favorite barrel racing saying is just grab the reins and fly. 2 hearts, 3 barrels, 3 turns. She's relying on me, but I'm relying on her. You have to communicate out there. You're just going so fast, and if you guys aren't together, it really shows. So being out there is like nothing else. I love it. Like the Air Force, horses are a lot of work. They take a lot of patience, and definitely you get out of it what you put in it. And I feel like my career in the Air Force is similar to that. With my PT, for example, even as simple as running and just keeping the higher standards, you have to practice, you have to work at it. And barrel racing has really tied into that, and the whole Air Force motto of excellence in all we do. One of my supervisors approached me with the idea of joining Honor Guard, and I was really blessed and privileged to get to do that. So being the face of Cannon is really great because we get to travel a lot and we get to honor people who've served in the past. There's a lot of ups and downs in barrel racing. There's countless times where I go into that arena and it's almost like I just forgot what I was doing in there. I'm not prepared, or I thought I was prepared and then I get distracted. You know, life's distracting. There's a lot of different distractions out there. Jobs have the same kind of unfortunate situations as well, where you know there might be something going on at home or with your family, and all your attention to details might not be there like it should be. And barrel racing is a lot like that too. And there's some days where I'm just not feeling it, my horse isn't feeling it. We go in there, we knock all 3 barrels. You're thinking, what am I even doing out here? I don't belong here. Well, the good news is you know, it's only one day. You know, there's always the next barrel race. My husband he always travels with me, and he, you know, I'd get so upset after a run, or oh, I should have gone faster, and he always looks at me, smiles, and says, well, there's always next time. My number one biggest fan would have to be my husband. He goes to every barrel race with me, every rodeo with me. He's always encouraging me to do better. He's always very understanding. If I have a bad run or if I'm having just a hard time out there, you know, he doesn't even ride, and he's always out there giving me advice or watering my horse for me, or you know, I call him my barrel racing husband, because if my horse needs water, he's on it. If my horse needs some hay, he's got it. So I'm really fortunate to have a good support system in my sport. I got into barrel racing at a really young age. My family is not a rodeo family. We're not the typical cowboy type family, but I was really fortunate that my family is super supportive of every and all decisions that I've ever made. So when I got the opportunity, I chose barrel racing, and I've been hooked ever since. I love the adrenaline. I love the camaraderie in the sport. I love that everyone cheers for everyone, and I love the crowd. I love the sound. I love the speed. So barrel racing was it. So just like the Air Force, you have a lot of mentors. You rely on watching other people, and leading by example is really important. There's a lot of mentors in barrel racing as well. There's a lot of people I look up to. I think you can never stop learning. People think that running around 3 barrels, can't be that hard. It's just 3 little circles, but it's actually a lot more than that. It's there's thousands of ways to turn those 3 little barrels. A lot of people don't know that. So Muddy's a lot shorter than most of the barrel horses you see out here, and I'm really tall. I'm 5'11", so we're kind of a funny match, but we really work. We really trust each other. We have a good bond. I always say if she had an extra foot on her, we would have won that barrel race, and I really mean that. This horse really runs her heart out for me. She's such a hard worker, and every time she goes out there, she gives me 120. I can't really ask for more than that from her. I really feel like if someone else tried to run her, I don't think she'd run as hard. I really don't. I feel like we're a really good team. If I could say one thing about having a horse and being in the military and the similarities between the two, I would have to say it would have to be working well with others. It's not just me out there alone. I have a horse. I have to be understanding. I have to be patient. I have to work hard. I can't give up on her because I know she's not going to give up on me. It's not all about you. There's a bigger picture out there.